ethno-suicide.ie and Irish News Radio. Today is Monday and we were talking about the attacks that the Irish receive from the Irish government and not a word said. There's nobody ringing up ENAR to complain about Sapone or other Irish governments attacking the Irish in hate speech and incitement to hate for being pale, for being Irish, for being indigenously Irish. Penal laws are being brought back in under your nose and there's been nothing done. The government under the EU and the UN are bringing back penal laws, and it's now okay to have hate speech against the Irish. It's okay to incite hatred towards the Irish. They are completely racist towards the Irish indigenous population. Their hate knows no bounds for the Irish, and there's nobody ringing up. There's no place that you can ring up on complaints about the attacks that the Irish people, the racist attacks that the Irish get. And if you were to ring up ENAR, which I have done, he basically laughed at me and called me a racist because I rang him to tell him that white people in this country are being attacked. It's okay to be attacked if you're white, apparently. And I wasn't even ringing up about the indigenous Irish. I was talking about other white people that come into this country who've received racist abuse because they're seen as they're not equal in the asylum treatment, where it's only black or Muslim are okay to be given asylum, where if you're white, you're seen as you don't belong there or you don't get as many rights. So I was ringing them up and he basically called me a racist for ringing up on the rights of white people. But, you know, no surprise, Shane Curry, he complete Sorrow's worker, and the whole government. You listen to their speech. There's a poem going on about the Irish being too pale, too male. The Irish politicians are still pale, male and stale. What a disgusting hate speech to make. Should be fired and sent back to Canada. Shouldn't even be in Irish politics, the whole lot of them. And that Leo Rentboy for the EU, disgusting man, turns my stomach, and his hate for the Irish people. When he went on to say that the non-Irish are more likely to work and pay taxes than the Irish. More absolutely disgusting racist attacks on the Irish people every single day, and nothing's been done from our own politicians. Absolutely disgrace. Also, I want to say about so many British people are angry for the Irish, well, the Irish government, for allowing back in a terrorist, a so-called ISIS wife, back into the country. Because obviously the last one of the attacks that came was from Ireland, a Muslim from Ireland who fled Ireland and blew up, did the London bombings, and got through Ireland. So obviously they're a bit nervous and absolutely disgusted. You read their comments and they are shocked that an Irish government is putting, well, also their lives, unless they get a border up. Other than that, they're putting our lives in danger, and absolutely shocked that even they don't have a say. Let alone the Irish people. We didn't get a say, but they didn't get a say. It's absolutely disgraceful, harbouring terrorists, putting everyone's lives in danger. Absolutely shocking. She made her bed, she should be made stay there. We should be allowing terrorists back into this country. An interesting thing, a vice president was asked a question on the BBC. A vice president, Mairead McGuinness of the EU, was asked a very simple question on BBC. Who was it that is trying to put up the border? If it's not Southern Irish, it's not Northern Irish, it's not Britain, who is it? And you're saying the EU doesn't want to put it up. She couldn't answer the question. And that is the reason why she couldn't answer it, is because the EU want to put up the border. Not the British, not the Irish. But the Irish government have been spewing out lies and lies and lies that it's the British that will put up some border and put Irish people in danger and our work in danger and our lives. Lies after lies. Throw out your TV, throw out everything to do with Irish media. It's a disgrace absolute disgrace. And you've all been dumbed down to believe that racist attacks, once it's done on the Irish, is okay. It's absolutely bloody disgraceful. Call this a government. It is a government of hate towards the Indigenous population. Again, thank you very much for listening on the Bon Marie Show. We'll be talking to the wonderful Elvis on Wednesday, and tomorrow we'll have our Gruesome Tuesday on Islam. Thank you again for listening.
You are listening to Irish News Radio at irishnews.net. Email news@irishnews.net.